What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip, and welcome back to another video. So, Boonboomger is finally over, and I could say it's been quite a ride. Now, before I begin, I'm gonna summarize this episode in broad strokes so that nobody gets really spoiled. So that, if you decide to watch the episodes, you can still have something to look forward to. So before we continue, this is the point where I highly recommend that you do catch up on Boonboomger as a whole if you haven't even seen it, just in case there are people who actually haven't seen it. So anyways, go catch up on Boonboomger, go watch the latest episodes, go watch the finale. So this is a point where I remind everybody that before we continue. And now that said, let's begin the summary first. So, of course, in this episode, we see the defeat of, Wild Spindle because, well, that's typically what happens in any, hero show anyway. They defeat the bad guys, the world is safe once again, and, yeah, everything is back to normal. So that's basically what happens. Now, what happens after the battle is the most important part. So we finally kind of get to the BBG in a way, but that's really gonna continue in some other point because right after the show, so the very first for commercial rather that Toei aired is the preview for Boonboomger versus King Oger. So it is going to happen, and we do see somewhat what could happen with the BBG, the Big Bang Grand Prix, and you know what happens. So basically, this is where the King Ogers pop up because if we look back and talk about what the BBG rather is, it's kind of a space, space-based Grand Prix. So, with that said, without spoiling too much, so of course Taya heads to space with Bundorio, but they're not the only ones going for it. So, who's going with Taya? You're gonna have to find out for yourselves. Now, of course, what happens again? Well, Spindo is defeated, even Grand Tourist is defeated, of course. Now, Team Rocket, well, they kind of have their own happy ending. And yeah, in a way, their final blasting off again was really, really nice. And what happens to, like, other characters, like Shirabe. Well, Shirabe is one character whom. Now, this is at least one point that I'm gonna spoil, but disappointingly so, because in preview pictures posted by Toei themselves on their official X account, like, there is a picture of Shirabe holding a Boom Boom changer, but she never transforms. She has it for a purpose. Okay, but what did she use the Boom Boom changer for? That is something that I'm not gonna spoil, but it does serve an important purpose nonetheless. Everybody just wanted to see her transform even once. And for that, I was really, really disappointed because Shirabe was an awesome character. Like, especially the time when she tried to drive the boom boom wagon, Boom Pink's personal, boom boom car, without even transforming. And the show reminds us, like Bundorio reminds everyone that, or was it Gamba who does that reminding, that you cannot drive without the Boom Boomger suit on, or else it's dangerous. But Shirabe does so anyway, making her a badass in my opinion and very much deserving of at least one transformation, right? Which again really disappoints me. I Yeah, but that's the only thing that I'm at least disappointed about. But everything else about this ending was really nice. Not again compared to King Odor. Yeah, King Odor is my standard right now. I'm sorry. Uh, if you think King Odor is overrated, well, so are you. Just kidding. But with that said, again, it is a solid ending. Well, of course, good defeats evil. Everybody's safe, And well, speaking of Boondorio, right? I gotta mention. So Boondorio is back, but how does Boondorio come back? Well, you just have to see the episode. Really, really cheesy, but I guess that's a kids show for you. They have to simplify everything, like because it's Toku magic. But nonetheless, again, Bundorio is back, so he does help the team win in a way. So yeah, the epic battle against Wild Spindle, however, it is really really nice. I would say. Again, solid fight scene in my opinion. Uh, there was actually a solid scene with Boom Blue. So he was the one who kind of did this one-on-one thing with um, Grand Tourist, and that fight was actually really awesome. Now, of course, when it comes to Spindle, so each member takes their turn attacking, and they do stuff. But yeah, so final transformation. Well, the Boonboomgers do transform. So this is where like the helmetless suits come in. But so while transforming, the Boonboomgers do their roll call, helmetless, and then after they call out their individual names, so the helmets form, and of course, the team poses. And this time, so Bundorio and Bundi join in. So like they're the complete team, which is really nice. Except it should have been like, or they should have also had Shirabe, but oh my god, oh my god, yeah. That's it again. What can I do? But what else? So again, well, I would say Boomger, uh, like they were quite in on the BBG thing. So, do they also do something about it? We don't know. However, Sakito decides to do his own thing at least. So, yeah. Another interesting aspect of this episode. So, two of the major kind of villains in the story. So the director of the ISA and Taya's mentor, Raita Naito. So they do get their comeuppance in the end, in a way. So yeah, at least those who decide to side with the Hashirian, ooh, yeah, they get their just deserved. Mm, you know, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah. So do watch the final episode, and yeah. Of course, after the episode is done, we have our annual passing of the torch, and interestingly, so the passing of the torch was very very simplistic. So we just have Boon Red standing so Boon Red just standing in like a black studio with some lights on, of course, and then uh Goju Wolf comes along and like they just pass. Oh, he just passes by, and Taya just does his typical pose, and that's it. So Boom Boomger, final episode, 4 out of 5. again, everything is solid. Like, um, the ending, I would say, mm, it's good in general, but well, I wouldn't say it's a cliffhanger either, but it does again leave the story open for potential continuation. Like I've said, we already kind of see it actually because they Toei just announced or they already have a preview for the team up with the King Ogres. So yeah, the King Ogres are coming back, and obviously they have already filmed the movie. So now, what happens in the BBG, we do get to see kind of in, you know, the team up movie. There are so many things that I want to talk about in detail, but that would, you know, be kind of spoilery. So, again, it's up to you guys to watch the final episode for yourselves and enjoy it for what it is. So yeah, it's a 4 out of 5 because just because that one point that I really wanted for them to have was Shirabe. Yeah, she really deserved it. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. She could still be a badass without transforming. Like, yeah, she's been built up as a very important character from the get go. And yeah, not seeing that payoff kind of really disappointed me. Yeah, not kind of. It really disappointed me. But uh, talking about Boonboomger in general, like giving Boonboomger like an overall rating now that it's finished. So if we go back like from the beginning, yeah, I would say Boom Boomger really did us a solid, at least. So, uh, to start off with the rating, I guess, personally, I would give Boom Boomger a 4 out of 5. So, the opening arc really gave us a strong introduction to the characters and like the overall plot of the story, and they had some really nice action as well. Again, I really did enjoy that first part. This and then things kind of slowed down with Sakito entering. Like I get it. They do have like introduction for him as the sixth ranger, and I get it. So you introduce a new ranger. He kind of gets into conflict with the court team, or have some sort of rivalry, and then uh, they finally accept him into the team. Typical sixth ranger stuff. And then from that point on, things kind of slowed down in my opinion. Like they were too normal, in my opinion. They were not bad, but they were too normal. I couldn't really uh point out which episodes, but yeah, that kind of second arc again, the Sakito arc, after he joins the team, like they went to like really high to just normal. Not necessarily a bad thing, but definitely, I know that was a weak point. And then we go to Genba's arc now. So of course, to generalize it or to briefly summarize Genba's arc, or it is revealed what Genba actually is. So his true origin and well, why he has this beef with the Hashirian in the first place. So they gave him his own story arc, um, which helped him tie his loose ends at least. But seeing Gamba lose a lot, yeah, that was really hard to watch. But I get it. it does serve a purpose, at least for Gemba as a character to develop. Uh, yeah. So actually, it was a nice character arc, but it was just hard, seeing Genba take loss after loss. But again, he had to learn something the hard way because of it. You know, so it was good. However, in terms of characters who, well, they don't really appear to have like personal storylines, but Shashiro, Mira, and Joe. So there weren't any particular arcs dedicated to them. Like each, uh, they're sporadic. They're spread out. You know, like for example, episode one. Mira's appearance. So you know, she is forced into a marriage which she doesn't want, and it happens to be she was forced to marry a guy she doesn't want, who also happens to be like a bad guy. And then episode like 47, yeah, so last week's episode, so we see Mira forced to marry another bad guy again. And then in both cases, Taya steps in to save her. I think I did mention this in the previous review, but yeah. So this is Mira's arc, I guess. Uh, like especially like another Mira episode that really stands out was, you know, when she accidentally entrusted her. Oh, well, she entrusted her boom boom changer to her best friend, who actually attempted to transform using it, but doesn't know about the spinny thing. Uh, yeah, like, it would have been a really interesting episode if she did transform, in my opinion. But that's what Toei decided to do. But again, Mira had strong episodes, but seeing that first episode and then basically penultimate episode, so that basically covers her arc. So again, like Mira kind of literally fools come circle with that. So with Joe, however, well, there are really strong episodes, especially like early on. I think introducing like Boonboomger Robo Monster Custom. So yeah, it was actually really tough episode to watch because like the Hashiria or the Kurumaju in question was actually innocent, but because it went out of control, they had to destroy it completely. And it was really hard for Joe to accept because he really wanted to save that uh monster. He considered it as a friend, basically. Yeah, so it was really tough, but it was uh really emotionally, how do you say, not really stressing, but uh like it was interesting because it was tough to watch, if you get what I'm saying here. But uh like near the end, like when every earthling turned on the Boonboomgers because of Hashirian propaganda. So of course, we have seen Joe being a very dedicated policeman. uh, he was dedicated to protecting people. It was his passion. But when everybody turned against him, he still kept doing the right thing. And, in the end, he realized that he can still continue protecting people even if he's no longer a cop, and continues to be a Boonbomger up until this very moment. So, considering the Boonboomgers, an interesting thing about them is that they're at least one of those Sentai teams who never lost the ability to transform. Yes, they did lose a lot of their fighting capacity when they temporarily weren't able to access the Boom Boom cars, and Boondorio was out of commission for quite some time. And yeah, however, with that said, like for the final battle, they didn't use the giant robots at all. So I guess I don't know. It's kind of conflicting to me. Like the action was nice, but like why did they they lost the robots for nothing? Like Sakito did. Because Biondi was still available at least, so he was the one who was clearing up all those boom killer robots, you know, boom boom killer robos. But yeah, it still made no sense. Like they did get back the control for the boom boom cars, but they never used it in any sort of battle after that. Weird. But yeah, anyways, overall, Boonboomger ends on a really high note. Again, not the best ending in my opinion, not the best finale in my opinion, but again, it is solid. Boonboomger as a series, it was fun, it was action packed, and definitely had a lot of fun moments. And it was of course like the 49th anniversary show of Super Sentai. So like before they turned 50, so we did see a lot. Well, not really a lot, but we did see cameos from past Rangers. So of course, like Go on Red made his return for not really Go Kaiser, but like Tokyo first. So they were able to get back Jun Shisong as Tokyo Ichigo or Daito Suzuki. So yeah, to be able to bring back a former Sentai actor who had become really, really popular, that was a big deal in my opinion. If they also had the Yusei Yokohama on hand at that time, it would have been major mind blow because again, Yusei Yokohama also like blew up in popularity after uh, Tokyo. So again, having both of them together would have been a huge mind blow in my opinion. And as for the Go Kaiger cameo, so bringing back Yuki Yamada again, like I've said about the Tokyo guys. So again, specifically Jun Chisong and Ryusei Yokohama, like yo, they were able to bring back the most popular actor to come out of Go Kaiger. I mean, Yota Ozawa coming back would have made a lot of sense, but again, Yuki Yamada got more popular, so that's more mind blowing in my opinion. And interestingly, so there was a scene when, there was a moment when Taya told Joe that, it feels like I've met you before, like you're speaking nonsense. It's the first time we met, because that's because Yuki Yamada and Haruhi Iuchi, Taya's actor, are in the same talent agency, and they've had some pictures together before even the Go Kaiger team up was announced. So that's what we kind of mean here. But yeah, those team ups were really, really awesome. Although the formations for Bundi using the robots of other Sentai, that was obviously a commercial plot for the Deluxe Robo Universe toys. I get it. I get it. They were trying to sell those. But again, overall, Bakuga Sentai Boonboomger, solid show. Actually, like the characters have solid are solid in general, and yeah, the finale is wrapped up nicely in my opinion. So yeah, that's why I gave it a boom boom rating. I've never said that before. A rating of 4 out of 5. But yeah, that's it for my review of Boonboomger finale and like the entire series review as well. So, what do you think of Boonboomger? Did you enjoy it? So leave your thoughts down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. Please do leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell so you get the latest from JEFusion. This has been Philip, and I'll see you in the next video when we talk about Gojuger. Oh! Bye.